There are many people who've made a comeback in life. And these people are a motivation to all of us that it is possible for all of us to make a comeback despite the circumstances and challenges that we meet. We're not supposed to be defined by these circumstances, but we are supposed to shape them and to overcome them. In the year 2025, there's one boy, one man that has been able to overcome the challenges he has faced since the year 2020. This is a man riding on two wheels, Marc Marquez. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about his comeback, from where he came from and how he's been able to make a comeback that is so strong that has motivated and inspired me in the year 2025.
From 2010, winning was the normal thing. Was not the special thing. Was the normal thing. Be second was a lose. My habit was winning.
At the peak of his career, Marc Marquez knew that he's only going to win forever. He never anticipated that anything could stop him from winning. He had all that it took to win. The machine, the bike he was using, the talent he had, his energy, his age, his background, everything was ripe, everything was perfect for him to keep winning.
The new kid on the block, Marc Marquez. The new world champion in MotoGP in 2030 is the rookie Marc Marquez. He's done it. He's done it. 20 years old, 266 days, the youngest ever winner.
Marc Marquez retains his world title. He is a two-time MotoGP world champion.
So Marc won his races. He was celebrated win after win, celebration after celebration. His brand, his company, his name was flying high. Victory was unstoppable, and he enjoyed it together with the team that was behind him. Everyone knew that this is a young man who's reached the peak so fast and so strong. Marc enjoyed the peak of that season. This was a peak, the benefits of the work he has done, and yes, it was so sweet.
Everything was perfect, and I believe that difficult to be better.
Well, everything was going on well. Suddenly, it all came down. Marc Marquez got a pause for his life. The victories seem to have been paused by this tragic event that now happened.
Finally ready to roll. Can anyone stop Marc Marquez's march through the record books?
That Honda's beginning to look loose, even on the overrun into the turns.
Oh, he's gone! He's gone! I said it!
We said it!
It looked loose, and it was loose. So Marc Marquez has crashed massively there.
That's big. Yeah, that's hurt him. But he can't lift his arm up.
No, he's hurt.
After that crash in Jerez, everything changed.
His crash was harsh and painful. It broke this man. And yes, he came from up to down. This was not just a pause. It was a stop for a career he has worked so hard to build and for the accomplishment he has made.
I will have a surgery next week. It's true that that since I had the first injury in my right arm, everything was really complicated. Plus the infection was the worst thing. To make this last chance to my arm, we will go step by step, but it will be a long time.
4 surgeries in 2 years. He has been through physical and emotional turmoil, wondering whether he would ever race again in MotoGP. It's truly been a nightmare for Marc Marquez.
It's a nightmare.
After a long struggle with his health, the long night is coming to an end. The sun begins to rise in his life. His bone has been replaced. His wounds have healed. His physical strength is recovering. He's ready to take on the bike. And so Marc Marquez make a trial to go back to the arena, to compete again with his friends, his colleagues, and his once fierce competitors.
Round 15 of 20 in this year's MotoGP World Championship, and we are pleased to welcome back Marc Marquez into the fray. Oh, down Down has gone Marc Marquez. His pace was good all weekend.
Pace was good. Every time we saw him on camera, it looked hard work. The front of this Honda has been hopping and skipping.
He's ready to win. The bike isn't.
The bike isn't.
While he still had the spirit of competition, his bones was broken. His wounds had not healed. And his doctors could do the best, but these are things that take time. How is it going to compete? His competitors are still on track, but this young man is brought down to bed. He cannot be back on the race. He is out for a while, but you don't know when this will end.
Marquez looks like he's in tears.
This man looks absolutely done.
Shattered.
Shattered. I can't do it. Can't race with one arm. He gets no enjoyment out of racing MotoGP. He only wants to win.
And that is his worst finish of the season. Just got too much for Marquez.
Like all of us, when tragic happens to us, you've lost a job or something has happened to you, you still have hope on yourself. You still want to make a comeback. You still want to return. But for Marc Marquez, it was not going to be that easy. He came back to ride. He thought that he was ready to make new moves. But no, circumstances could not allow him. Again, he fell from the bike. He was slipped off the track. Marquez was still out of the race.
Very difficult because the years are passing.
Oh, and he's gone down a turn one. Oh my goodness. He's a he's gone again. He's gone again in the final corner. And that one's hurt.
When is enough enough?
While he's still struggling with his health, his once fierce competitors are now taking the lead. They are winning titles, and he can see them from the screens in his hospital. His body has failed, and is not giving him a break. And so he must be feeling so sorry for himself that he cannot come back to race again, and that his competitors are now the new champions, and the world celebrates new champions. Marc Marquez is down. Marc Marquez cannot come back for now. He has to wait until he's fit enough to come back and race again. But one thing is keeping him alive. One thing that is still strong, that keeps him going in his bed, is the strength inside. While his physical strength is gone, his mental strength seems to be strong. And maybe, just maybe, this is going to help him someday.
Then your performance on the riding is not good enough. Then you start to have some doubts to yourself that, okay, I'm not, I don't know how to ride a bike anymore. It's time to retire. Then this is the hardest moment. Of course, it's true that my goal is the same one, and is come back.
And right. I mean, I see that I was crashing.
The problem is that words sometimes are not enough. You wanna see action. What I would like to say is respect everybody. This is the most important because we are fighting a lot out there.
Despite everything that has happened to Marc Marquez before, the broken bones, the falls, the trials that never worked, Marc Marquez now is back on track. He's feeling the bike and taking it fast. He's appreciated, and everyone knows that Marc Marquez is finally back to glory. He takes it with vengeance. He takes it with strength. He takes it with all that he has, knowing one thing: the goal is one, to win, and nothing less than that. His comeback is irresistible. He's here to fight. He's here to win. He's here to take MotoGP to the next records. And yes, he has to break his records. He never fails on that.
If there's anything he can test or try, I'm sure he will.
As he returns to the competition with the replaced bone on his right arm, he takes on the bike, Honda, that has given him victories and champions in the years before. But as he rode this bicycle in this competition, this bike takes him down. It is at this moment that he realizes that there's one thing that needs to be changed. There's one replacement beside this bone that should be replaced, and that is Honda. At this moment, he makes a hard decision to drop that company, that team, that support that he has had for a long time, that big check that he has signed. Now, Marc Marquez makes a hard decision to drop Honda for something different.
So yeah, I took that decision, and now I can think which team I will ride next year.
He takes on Ducati, the new machine that he has never rode before. Many people now think he has made a mistake for his life. But the strength that Marc Marquez has is strength from within, the strength from inside, not the materials that he's going to use. It is not the material that are going to define him. That is his idea of life. And so he feels the bike. He enjoys the bike. He takes a feeling of the bike. His new team is happy about the move. His family and friends are on his side. He has their backing. And yes, Marc Marquez takes the bike and gets a good feeling of it. It takes him fast. He believes that now he's back on track, fast and moving, ready to compete with his fierce competitors.
It's time for us to go racing again. Welcome to the opening race of 2024. Six-time MotoGP champ Marc Marquez on a Ducati for the very first time in Grassini colours.
I found the perfect atmosphere to rebuild my confidence. A lot of riders have talent, but then when you find the correct atmosphere, makes your life easier out there.
He saw it, how I recovered my smile, you know, in Grassini and with his bike and all that. So, I mean, we were coming from not the same situation, but really similar situation, you know. I think all that things were a reason to make that change.
Marc Marquez now is back on track.
It's going to be his 7th Grand Prix win in a row. Marquez racks up another one as he cruises towards the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. Marc Marquez is going to stick it to the fans here in Misano. 99 Grand Prix wins for Marc Marquez. He could clinch the title at next time out in Japan with his 100th victory.
"2025 is a year that Marc Marquez dominated the MotoGP awards.
The 2025 TISO Pole of Pole Awards goes to Marc Marquez.
I enjoyed as I looked at him, sweeping the many awards that were there to be swept.
The 2025 MotoGP award in car keys goes to Marc Marquez.
Not because he's a person that is the best at riding a bike, but it's because of the strength that he had inside. His ability to overcome the challenges that he had. And everyone in that room recognized that this is a man that had not been broken by circumstance. He was a man that was fighting back.
They sealed it good. They didn't want anybody finding out.
Marc Márquez.
Time to announce the world champion.
In 2025, we've seen him back at his very best. And when he's at his best, there's nothing the opposition can do. Fast, precise, intelligent, and at times this year, simply unbeatable.
Lap after lap, he's reminded the world why he's one of the greatest to ever do so.
Tonight, we're not just celebrating another title, we're celebrating one of the greatest comebacks in sporting history. After 6 agonising years, he's back on top of the world again.
The 2025 MotoGP World Champion is...
He has pulled off the greatest comeback in history against all the odds. The 93 is world champion once again.
Marc Marquez!
MotoGP world champion for the first time in 6 years. Marc Marquez completed one of the greatest comebacks in sporting history.
He's a man that is encouraging all of us today. That comeback is sure for all of us. If we have the strength, the ability to always have it, that we are not broken forever. It's only for a time, and we'll be back to win. We'll be back to make better stories. Until next time, with another story, this is Grotek. Subscribe and take care of yourself until next time.
Before we let you go, as you've mentioned, we've got one more surprise for you.
A special surprise for sure.
The MotoGP Tower of Champions now with Marc Marquez's name on it. Marc, this is yours to take home. This is your moment with the fans. Your 2025 MotoGP